When you look at the final 4 signs of the zodiac, you are looking at the eldest signs of their element and the signs of the winter season. Each elder sign has an easier access to the mastery level of their element. This does not mean any sign is better than another. Every sign has their place for a reason. Pisces is the oldest sign of them all, the grandparent, but some would rather entertain the baby Aries than have conversations on politics and scholarships with the other 3. So being older doesn't always literally mean more mature. But that dangerous lively fire energy that Aries gets rid of quickly and Leo stands in, which can either make them shine or burn, Sagittarius can juggle it for fun. That calming, grounded earth energy that Taurus lays around in, enjoying, and Virgo builds upon, Capricorns can climb the mountains on it for the views. That witty, communicative air energy that Gemini curiously runs wild with and Libra uses to please others, Aquarius can use it to have intelligent debates out of boredom. That deep emotional water energy that Cancers sensitively react to and Scorpios get stuck in, Pisces can ride the waves of it like a surfer. There is clear maturity levels to each element, like in how the older signs use the energy because it learnt from the previous signs in their element. Saturn and Jupiter each rules 2 of these 4 elder signs. Saturn is like the strict cold dad that restricts you from playing out, but it's to benefit you in the future. Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. Jupiter is like the wise, protective younger uncle or granddad who's bigger and a little warmer than your dad, gives you money and tells you how your strict dad used to be a wild bear guzzler in his teens. Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Pisces. These 2 are mighty and cold planets, Kronos and Zeus in mythology, the big dogs. In mythology, Saturn is the dad of Jupiter. In astronomy, Jupiter is the oldest. In astrology, Saturn is seen as the greater malefic as its negative effects can be the worst of all planets, bringing doom and gloom. Either way, they are both the elders of the planets. Pisces and Sagittarius are scared of what Jupiter can make them do to others negatively, while Capricorn and Aquarius are with what Saturn can make them negatively do to others. And no, the sun's not a planet, it's a star like Leo's. The last 2 signs of the zodiac are also ruled by even colder planets. Uranus is Aquarius's co-ruler with Saturn, and Neptune is Pisces' co-ruler with Jupiter. These 2 planets are not as big as Saturn and Jupiter, but they are bigger than the rest. The big ones sit at the back. These freezing gods / planets rules these signs, so it's no surprise where these last signs all get their coldness from. Even Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. But as we travel through this cosmic story, I'll explain why Pisces, the oldest of them all, who appears the sweetest out of the 4 oldies, is the coldest of them all. How was your trip to Egypt, Sag? It was alright. Shagged a bird in one of the pyramids in Giza. What? Please tell me you're joking. He is. I wish I was. Sad thing was, he couldn't fly afterwards. Had to bury it in the sand. What? Ugh. You're a sick man. Nah, seriously. It was alright. Made a couple new friends over there. Might return in the summer. Cap, congrats on your deal. I saw you popping that champagne on Instagram. Yeah, congrats. Well done. Thanks, guys. You do know it's called champagne though, right, Pisces? Of course I do. I'm just playing with you. Just making sure. But yes, thanks you lot. I'm climbing up and I ain't stopping yet. That's right. Aquarius, you want to tell us why there's what's this? An aeroplane wing hovering over our heads? Yeah, you and the missus taking spicing up the bedroom a bit too far, don't you think? Shut up. Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but I've been working on something that could rival NASA. No way, that's incredible. Impressive. I won't ask more. I believe in you, mate. Nice one. Hey, Pice, what you been up to? Yeah, you don't post anything online. I know, I'm bad at that. Well, I recently returned from this planet called Zarbon, and there was these little Oompa Loompa type things that grants one universal wish each. They die after granting your wish, but instantly respawn. It was so the fuck you on about? Not this again, Pisces. Come on guys, let us speak. Isn't this a safe space? Why are you lot being rude? I'm tired of adapting to you lot all the time. Adapt to me for once. This is what I actually go through. We have this conversation every time we meet up. Speak realistically. I just came back from Egypt. It's in Asia. Africa. Yeah, Africa, I knew that. With the camels and dirt bikes. You can book a ticket to go there right now. You're talking about planet Zargon that no one fucking knows or can get to. What the fuck you on about? It's Zarbon, and I bet Jupiter showed you it too, but you don't know how to get there on your little horse. See, what the fuck you talking about? You know I ride a Harley. Oh, whatever, you're always starting. And you got a captain with a hook to go and fight, you Peter Pan prick. Oh, touchy. Seriously, have you taken your meds, Pisces? We told you to stop talking like this. It's concerning. Oh, don't button Capricorn. Ain't you got a hill to roll down like a fucking Teletubby? Come on, guys. The kids are sleeping. I am the CEO of Dangargan International. What do you own, Guppy? I had caviar for lunch yesterday. Oh, is that why it smells fishy down there? You're the sea goat, right? Didn't have to tell me twice. Who the fuck are you talking to, you twinkle twinkle bitch? Daddy, what's going on? Nothing. Go back to sleep, Geminis. Pisces, you're taking it too far now. You started it with the energy you gave me. I'm just returning it. You started it with the insults about Peter Pan. You know I love Peter Pan. You love to gamble too. Do you want to get loud? We can go there. Calm down, Saj. You're spitting. Oh wow, big tough guy threatening a woman. Whoa, everyone chill out. Pisces, come with me outside. You two, ease up. This happens every time. She always gets under my skin with that fake dream talk shit. I honestly think she needs to smoke weed to get unhigh. What? That didn't even make sense. Hey Saj, be real with me. Do I smell a bit funny? I mean, to be honest, I thought it was Pisces, but the smell is still here, so it must be coming from you. Maybe even both of you. Oh, that's nice, thanks. Excuse me? Ain't you got any bets to go put on? What? You told me to be honest. Where you going, Cap? Wait, have you got some change? What? You just came back from Egypt. You've got money. Nah, my mate paid for everything for me. I swear, no one understands me. Always thinking I'm talking shit. Don't worry about that. So what, you actually went to Zarbon? You know I was studying that planet, but it's in the 5th dimension. How the fuck did you get there? Oh shit, you know about it. Wow, well, yeah, I went to lay down and then I woke up in this place full of crystals. And this alien type figure greeted me and said they teleported me there because my frequency was high. To understand the Pisces coldness, we need to look at the 3 signs before it first. First, we have Sagittarius. Not the jovial, happy-go-lucky, life of the party Sag. Nah, that I will round up a whole army of people and burn this whole world down, Sag. The ability to round up the masses and cause destruction on a large scale, this is them. You see, as you grow in life and you come across happy people, your back will go up as you think, what are they hiding? Well, what Sagittarius holds within them, which they won't hide if they're tested, is one of the worst rages in the whole zodiac. We're talking wildfire, Armageddon, raining hellfire, total rampage. With no disrespect to Aries, when you think of Sagittarius, think war. Large scale war. And being ruled by Jupiter just amplifies that all by 2. But this fire isn't burning hot like Leo, or a fireball like Aries. It's cold fire, like being frostbitten and burnt at the same time. When triggered, they are some of the coldest, most ruthless people the world has ever seen. Joseph Stalin, Rosemary West, Pablo Escobar, Linda Hazard. What makes matters worse is, Sagittarius is a mutable sign, meaning they go with the flow and are adaptable to everything and everyone, which is great when they're spreading joy, being jolly, but hell for others when they're spreading hell. The expansive effect Jupiter has on a Sag's rage makes them scared of their own anger. They would rather not get mad, but won't hold back either. Next, we have Capricorn. Not the rely on me, I'm quiet and working Capricorn. Nah, the if you cross me, I will pay for your death, then I'll pay for your funeral, then I'll pay to have you dug up so they can kill you 2 times over, Capricorn. This peaceful, bossy appearing sign that sits on the top of the mountain doesn't get there by being kind. They will step on you and use whatever they have around them to succeed. A person, a gun, money, whatever. A resource is a resource. Each step will be climbed no matter what. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the archetype of the devil in some readings. A frosty and dark planet where others fear its effects. To see a Capricorn angry will take a lot because they have a stone-cold exterior, but they will deal with you under the quiet no matter how they appear. Mao Zedong, Juana Barraza, Harold Shipman, Joan of Arc. They are a cardinal sign, which means they initiate things, but with Saturn guiding them, whatever they start, they finish. Match that with a desire for power, money and status, then everything else is self-explanatory. And if one thing's for sure, Capricorn can have a claim for the god of war because Mars is exalted in the sign, meaning instead of having bursts of battle type energy in Aries, the Mars energy is spread out and used more efficiently in Capricorn. So with Saturn on their side and with Mars favouring them, it's guaranteed death for an enemy. Next we have the sign that is typically known as the coldest, most aloof sign in the whole zodiac, Aquarius. Ask the average person what sign they do not understand and it will be Aquarius. Not only is Aquarius ruled by the scary devil planet Saturn, like Capricorn, they are also ruled by the coldest planet in the solar system, Uranus. This makes Aquarius cold, unique and very distant people. They rebel restrictions, are unpredictable and take orders from no one. A recipe for danger, and with them being a fixed sign, they stand on whatever they stand on. Nothing is changing their stance. They are a sign for the people, which can be a good and bad thing. They can use this coldness to help others break free from the restrictions of Capricorn and their own ruler Saturn, or they can be as ruthless as Capricorn and restrictive to large masses of people. Douglas MacArthur, Griselda Blanco, Gary Ridgway, Enriqueta Marti. They are the sign on Earth that is looking away from Earth at other dimensions. But when they look to Earth, they can either help protect the masses from a snowstorm or watch them freeze under it because they casted it. They have the knowledge and power to do either and are not afraid of the dark. They work with it. Then finally, we have Pisces. Like Sagittarius, Pisces have that ×2 on their energy through Jupiter, which makes them scared of their own negative expansion too. But if you ask, you will get it. Pisces is also ruled by windy Neptune, the furthest, darkest and most deceptive planet of the three aforementioned. It's the only planet the human eye cannot see. So when you see Pisces appreciating the light, it's because they know how dark it can get. Chester Nimitz, Anne Bonny, Adolf Eichmann, Eileen Wuornos. While Saturn is seen as the devil in some readings, Venus, the planet of beauty, is exalted in Pisces, and in other readings, Venus is seen as the actual devil, as the devil is where our temptations are and not obvious to be spotted. Not only that, Venus is the hottest planet of them all. This is what gives Pisces their warmth, but in good and bad ways. Pisces is like climbing up a snowy, windy mountain and then coming across a warm, cozy cabin. You think, oh wow, I found some shelter, a place to get warm and get away from the cold. It's windy, snow's in your goggles, you can't see very well, but you struggle walk towards the cabin in relief. You get to the door and open it and see nothing but more snowy mountains. And it's only then you realise all there is a cabin door and a single wall. There's no shelter. It's a mirage. There's not even a cabin door and single wall anymore. Where's it gone? We've gone through these cold signs leading up to Pisces. Cold and ruthless signs. What in the hell would make you think, when you get to this last sign, no matter how it appears, that it will be as cozy as laying on a rug made out of a bear on a cabin floor in front of a log fire as you rub nose tips with your partner? If you're playing an action game, and the last 3 levels was intense as hell, took you many times to complete it, and then you get to the final stage. But it's this colourful and peaceful looking setting. Naturally, as a Pisces, our backs will go up and think, okay, what the fuck is this then? Cause we know it's going to be some crazy fuckery judging by the levels you've passed to get there. Pisces thinks like this. Aquarius thinks like this. They are aware. The others are not. You've gone through 3 dark stages and now you're at the final stage where it's colourful. Why was everyone saying this last stage was the hardest? It doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, until the Pisces shows up ready to play. You see the Pisces and think, okay, cool, this is the boss. They look a bit mysterious, not strong like the others I've defeated, but I'll see how they play. And as you gain that bit of hope, that bit of relief, that the Pisces looks easy to take down, it splits into 12 characters, and the stage starts to spin, creating an optical illusion. All those bosses you defeated to get to this colourful last stage is now back on your screen alongside the Pisces, and you've got to fight them all at once. That is Pisces. Oh shit! Challenge accepted. Aries, dinner's ready. I'll come after this, mum. People treat Pisces like a person that's passed on. So they think Pisces is only peaceful, with heavenly vibes, laying dormant, incapable of harming anybody. But the real is, Pisces' soul has transcended, but still here in a human body. You feel the peace and warmth around the Pisces and get comfy, not knowing you are getting comfortable with actual death. Pisces is death in the flesh. Pisces is the true Grim Reaper. Saturn is the planet of karma that influences the previous 2 signs before Pisces. But Pisces is the sign of karma, the executioner of karma. There's levels to this. Vyacheslav Molotov once said, only a fool would attack us. There's no warning of the weather like Sag, where you know there's fire there that can get frosty. There's no warning of the weather like Capricorn, where you know from the heights they've reached in life, they would have had to have had a heart of stone. There's no warning of the weather like Aquarius, where you know they're cold from how distant they are on a regular basis. There's no warning with Pisces because the coldness is asleep. Imagine looking outside your window before leaving out and it's sunny. You're dressed for summer. You open your door 5 seconds later and it's torrential rain. Your mood's ruined. Your day's potentially ruined, so you might decide to stay in or go grab your raincoat and your wellies and adapt to the weather. By the time you get home, you're drenched. You take off the soggy clothes, have a shower and get in your loungewear and settle down with a warm cup of joe. Stressful day, but you're winding down now. Now rewind that to being at your door in the summer clothes, looking outside at the torrential rain. Imagine walking out into it anyway. No raincoat or wellies, no umbrella, you're soaked, but you just keep walking. After a while, your clothes start drying up, your hair starts drying up, but the rain is still as heavy as it was when you left out. You look at your arms and it's as if your skin is drinking the rain. It's absorbing it. All that sadness the rain brings is being absorbed as you're just walking. By the time you get home, you're completely dry and the rain hasn't stopped. You feel very sad though, so you go take a nap. By the time you wake up, the sun's back out and you feel renewed. Not knowing, you've now got the power of rain on your side sleeping inside you, the power of hailstones inside sleeping, and all the emotions that come with it. But that's minor powers. You can make someone feel sad, hurt them with some words from the rain and ruin their day, drench their clothes with the rain in a fight, and now they're on the ground, soggy and uncomfortable, but it's still minor in comparison to what else is possible. That absorption of weathers happens the same way with each weather condition, which includes hurricanes and floods, and it's all inside that Pisces. So when you do something that causes the Pisces temperature to drop to uninhabitable Neptune freezing levels, when you wake that level of coldness in a Pisces up, that's the equivalent to a body that's in a morgue on ice, getting up and walking towards you. There's no emotions, there's no heart beating, but something is moving that frozen body. There's a dark but light energy moving that frozen body. That energy has taken over that whole environment. It's cold. You can now see your own breath as you breathe. As you run, you feel your soul being pulled away from you in the opposite direction towards this frozen walking body. And it's then, and only then, as your last breath freezes as it leaves your mouth, and you become encapsulated in ice, as this body continues to slowly walk towards you, before walking through you, smashing all that ice and you into millions of tiny particles, where time seems to slow right down, where the particles floats in slow motion. That is when you find out what cold really feels like and learn who you are really dealing with. The frost. The blizzard. Look, I'm here. You need to stop calling my phone so much. I told you I'm on my way. Calling and texting me how far you are isn't going to make me get here quicker, is it? Oh, well, hello to you too, Pisces. Top of the morning. So what couldn't you tell me over the phone? Okay, so what I said I'm working on at the dinner table is almost finished, but I need this special stone named Crystolium O2H. It looks like a raindrop the size of a coconut, but it's see-through and smothered in crystals. It's like vibranium on crack. Seriously, it's powerful. Wait, I've seen what you're describing before. You have. NASA has access to it, and the only place it is located in the whole universe is Zarbon. They were growing on tree-type things there. Thousands of them on every tree. Exactly. In the fifth bloody dimension. Look, Pisces, you need to remember how you got there, because we need to go back. As I told you, they teleported me there as they picked up my energy. Well, what was you thinking about when they connected with you? I can't fully remember. I felt funny, so I went to lie down. I had this feeling of impending doom. Okay, then what? Then I'm not sure if I was sleeping at this point, but my eyes were shut and I felt my body start to levitate. Right, come with me. I'm going to strap you into this chair. Don't listen to what Saj said. Me and the wife's sex life is perfectly fine. Strap me in and do what? Well, I'll be in a pod connected to you, so all you will need to do is channel that energy you was feeling before you laid down. That's the key, and I know you can channel it, Pisces. Then, when they teleport you again, I'll be able to come with you. How? I was literally in the dream world. I wasn't physically there. I don't think... Oh, I've been studying this, Pisces. I know all about it. You don't know how grateful I am to have you as a friend. You see, when I said Aquarius will be the sign, everyone will say they do not understand that of all the others. Pisces aren't the ones saying that. Pisces knows all signs, because all signs is Pisces. But Pisces knows Aquarius very well, and Aquarius is extremely aware of Pisces. Neptune and Uranus are those two distant freezing planets that are both literally on their own thing, detached. Aquarius is hard to read to others because they distance themselves, but once you are around them, nothing will be a surprise if you expect the unexpected. If you expect them to do or say something out of the ordinary, then they are not hard to read. As easy as that sounds. But when they distance themselves and go cold and aloof, that is where they can be really dangerous because you don't know what they're up to. Not what they're thinking, what they're up to. With Pisces, Pisces can be in your face, but distant in your presence. Here, but not here. But that they are there, you will find comfort in their presence and be unaware that they aren't actually there. When Aquarius is in your face, you know they are actually there with you. They're acting crazy or debating with someone. They are literally electricity, and their current flows and connects everyone together within their vicinity. There's some calm and collected Saturn-like Aquariuses, but there's also actual Uranus Aquariuses like they are insanely nuts, whack jobs. Nobody's energy on Earth compares to theirs, and if you've ever been around the Uranus ones I'm talking, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. It's more than words. It's literally electricity. So for them to break that current, they have to distance themselves and go way over there. Pisces doesn't need to go anywhere to be able to detach. That's the difference. But it's better for Pisces when they physically do too, because they're a sponge to their environment. Aquarius are extremely intelligent people, and I'm not only speaking academically. They have a way of working brains on you effortlessly. Think of how great Gemini and Libra are at communicating. Aquarius is that with a mind that is also in space. I say Pisces are robots or spirits inside a person. Aquarius is like half robot, half alien, in person. It's like they are half transcended, ready to leave the human experience. But when they use their brains on Pisces, it's like they don't realize Pisces can read what they are doing whilst being aware of who Pisces are. I know, it doesn't make sense. It's like being Chinese in a room with strictly English speakers. The Chinese person is going around cussing everyone and their mums out in Mandarin, with no one understanding what they are saying. Then that Chinese person comes across a person that they know is the translator in the room, but then also cusses them out in Mandarin too, forgetting this one actually understands what they are saying. Like Aquarius knows Pisces understands what they are doing, but still does it, thinking the Pisces doesn't. It's either they forget or stupidly don't care, but I doubt it's the latter. It's a very weird thing that happens between the two signs, but in general, while people think they can read a Pisces but not read an Aquarius, Pisces can read an Aquarius whilst no one can actually read a Pisces. So when Pisces tells you that Aquarius are very low-key emotional people, as much as they're unemotional, you will once again think Pisces is high off shrooms. Yeah, an air sign with feelings. Crazy, isn't it? If I asked you, what makes someone a cold person? Or ask a random person this on the street, no matter what else they say, or you say, it's always going to go down to the person not having any feelings, being cold-blooded. Now, to truly be a cold person, you need to understand what being a warm one is. You see, all those typical descriptions of a Pisces, they are describing a warm person, because Pisces are naturally loving people. Due to this thing we call feelings, emotions, Pisces has an antenna that picks up every and any emotion, and some emotions can be an enemy of the cold. Realistically speaking, you can't have a heart full of warm love and a heart full of cold hate. It's either one or the other. Are you a cold person or are you a warm person? You can't be both. You can't be both, but Pisces can. Nobody here is no yang to Pisces yin. Pisces is yin and yang on its own, good and bad, dark and light, hot and cold. The ability that allows Pisces to be cold is the ability to switch off their emotions. Because the feelings can play as a distraction. So no feelings, no thoughts, just action. Any weather, anywhere, that's adaptation. The bigger picture doesn't always need a caption. They see the warmth and think the soul's full of love, but get closer and feel it's cold to the touch. This is death, but emotion can be born, and when it starts, it's not alone, it brings the storm. The other two water signs cannot switch off their emotions. Ignore the tells, they cannot do it. Cancer is ruled by them, and Scorpio gets lost in them. Cancers are ruled by the moon, which temperatures range from very hot to very cold, just like the ever-changing appearance and moods of the moon. So you will get the range of emotions from the Cancer, the same as a Pisces, but the emotions controls them. Scorpio's ruler Pluto is the furthest planet from the sun, which will also mean it's the coldest. But even though Pluto's not considered a planet anymore, that still represents Scorpio, because it's still there, just hidden, so makes Scorpio appear dark and cold. But they're not cold like the four signs after them, in the way you think they are. But Scorpio is also ruled by Mars, which is technically not a hot planet like Venus, but a fiery one, the red planet, which is why I describe Scorpios as a frozen flame. But still, Scorpios don't have the control of their emotions. They eventually do, but typically they get stuck in the ocean of emotions, where they become frozen, as in no movement, paralyzed by the emotions and wants to be set free. Pisces, however, can get as cold as Scorpio and Cancer, but move the coldness along every inch of the ocean, from the surface to the ocean floor. Pisces is in control of every single emotion you can think of and can switch that all off for a purpose. Aquariuses are naturally cold. They are an air sign. They are thinkers, not feelers in the typical sense. Don't go around a typical Aquarius and expect a warm cuddle up under a cozy log fire. They are the polar opposite to the love and warmth of Leo. So being cold is easy for them. It's in their nature. So on Earth, they are the coldest people by default. Capricorns are logical thinkers too. They're an earth sign. They are secretly emotional deep inside, but those feelings are way, way down in their system. That coldness rules them. Without it, they won't be able to achieve what they do. Sagittarius now are feelers like Pisces. Their coldness will come from a place of emotions. They don't think about if you meant to offend them or not. They will attack you now and think about it later, if they're bothered. All the fire signs are as, or in some cases even more sensitive than the water signs. But you see Pisces, being able to feel every emotion and understand them for what they truly mean due to being the most emotionally intelligent, but then still being able to turn it off like a light switch, that is when you are truly dealing with an ice cold spirit. So when a Pisces goes cold on you, that is one thing. You may even be relieved. Maybe they were a pest, a thorn in your side, or maybe they was the love of your life. But either way, you will feel their distance, whether that's a good or bad thing for you. You don't feel Aquarius's distance. You just end up realizing, damn, I've just noticed I haven't spoken to Aquarius in 2 weeks. When Pisces goes distant, you will feel the chill. But if a Pisces has gone cold to come after you, you better hope whichever god you are praying to is the right one, because that's when your warm bed, your pajamas, and a hot cup of cocoa becomes your last memories before the cold kicks in. Because that sleep you take that night will be the last in this lifetime. Ever heard of a Pisces that can't sleep? Have you met a Pisces that is in the mindset of hunt and have a target in sight? They cannot sleep until you are sleeping. Their soul will literally not rest. We all know Pisces does not have boundaries. Pisces just doesn't. But neither does the ocean. All of us right now can link up and take a trip to the nearest coast. Take a fun trip to the seaside. When we get there, we can walk through the sand or pebbles, take off our shoes and socks and dip our feet in the sea. The sea won't care if your feet stink. It's still gonna wash them for you. You know this. We can all pick up pebbles and throw them across the sea. Make the pebbles skip across the surface, seeing who can throw the furthest and get the best skips going. We'll see the temporary holes we're leaving in the sea, but we won't care. We're having fun, right? The sea can't feel it, can it? There's no boundaries. We can start to walk into the sea and swim. Nothing stopping us. Even if it's the rainiest day ever. Painful hailstones raining down. There's no barriers or guards standing at every inch of the beach telling us you can't go in the water. You can do whatever you want with the sea and with a Pisces, but there's always repercussions. Always. What if the sea had feelings? We're arriving there, dipping our toes and fucking around without even saying hello to the sea. Just turning up and intruding. But what will always happen is, you will get comfortable with the sea and continue to take the piss, not knowing the sea never stays the same. You arrived at the sea today and it's calm and peaceful. You didn't know the tide was high with crashing waves yesterday. So when the sea, the Pisces, decides to react, you will always be at a loss because it will be at a time when you are so across a Pisces boundaries that there is no way back for you. You sailed a little boat out into the sea. The current then pulled you into the ocean, rips that little boat of yours apart. You're now floating in the ocean with your life jacket. But where are you going? You think you're going to make it back to the shore in one piece? Not with what's swimming below you, or amongst the waves you are floating on, or with the weather above you. What I'm saying is, Pisces can afford to have no boundaries. A Pisces doesn't need to have their guard up. Literally, fuck around and find out. When cold weathers travels across the globe, we can't do nothing about it, but prepare for it, if we're lucky. If a storm is coming, then a storm is coming. It doesn't care about your hopes and dreams, your reality, your plans, your goals, your achievements. It won't be coming from a cold country, look and see it head into a warm country and think, oh, can't go there, people are on holiday. They've been saving up for months, don't want to ruin their holiday. No, it doesn't give a fuck. It's passing through regardless. And when it does, it will cross your boundaries. When the sea decides to flood, it will cross your boundaries. The same way you cross the Pisces without a care in the world. When a Pisces turns cold, they will stay cold with the storm they've brung with them. And it will only be over when you have passed, not the storm. The Pisces coldness works for anything and everything. It is used for both good and evil, but the fishes will be completely cold together. No balance of temperature, strictly freezing, no remorse, strictly obliterate. So say you harm a Pisces loved one. They won't be coming back for you as a person with feelings, like a Cancer. They will be coming back as a spirit with a mirror. When an Aries hits you, there's gonna be fire and rage behind it. Strong emotions of anger that they release very quickly on you and move on as quickly as they release it. When a Pisces hits you, there's gonna be a programming behind it. There's gonna be a reason, calculated damage, how and if you're gonna recover from this attack. Like all that is premeditated through a programming that involves switching off emotions before doing so. They say someone is powerful when they can control their emotions, but more times what they mean is, you are so strong for not reacting. And yeah, a Pisces can do that. They can phase you out and not respond. But what makes a Pisces even more powerful than that is that they can simply turn it all off to react. The 12th house is the house of karma. There's no turning of the other cheek here. You will get yours one way or another. Pisces is Jekyll and Hyde in unison. And they can do this and not be insane. Not be crazy. Not need to see anyone. That's how scary it is for others when Pisces turns cold. They see the hurricane that came from the ocean and think the Pisces has gone mad, when really, they're just finally reacting without care. And others realize they're fucked. If you want to see a robot in action, for the good, ask a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, an Aquarius, and a Pisces the same question. Two of those will go off into a philosophical tangent. The other will throw a question back at you and start an interesting conversation. The final will look into you to understand why you asked that question in the first place. Turn their emotions off, answer your question as if they are a stranger to you. We all know Pisces are great listeners and advice givers, etc. But that is because they will not respond to you in regards to who you are to them when they are matured. Sag will give their opinion no matter what and who it is. Cap will give you a smart and sensible answer if they care about you. Aquarius will give you something to think about in response, no matter who you are to them. But say the friend of a Pisces asks them a question. Pisces' answer will purposely come from a place as if you asked a wise stranger. Not, you're my friend, so I'm going to tell you this. No, it's, you're my friend who wants an answer. I'm now going to answer you as a robot so that I give you the best answer for your situation, no matter how I personally feel about it. This is exactly how a Pisces warmth can be cold and their cold can be warm. But when that snowstorm starts forming, for whatever reason, while Jupiter will spread Sagittarius's cold anger across a large landscape, Jupiter will spread Pisces' blizzard so far across and out of the globe that it creates a glacier pathway from the planet itself to Earth. You don't want Pisces to let it snow. There won't be no white Christmas. That's what you call a night Christmas. Total blackout. Electricity gets cut. No lights anywhere. Just snow and darkness. While that emotionless figure appears from the blizzard and slowly walks towards your house. As it glides through your home and has your home feel as if all the windows has suddenly burst open. You will know what Christmas, what winter actually feels like for the homeless outside on the streets whilst you're inside under your sheets. No heartbeat, no breath, just a cold figure floating through with a purpose. And if you're that target, hiding your head under the covers won't keep you from the cold. You can try and find comfort under there. Try and delude yourself from what's crossed your boundary, but under the sheets isn't real. What will be waiting for you by your bedside as you lift those sheets off your head is what the true presence of the winter season is, where you're handed the gift of sleep forever. You won't be opening no presents under the tree. You'll be opening your eyes to space shuttles that NASA launched in the near distance, or fishes in the sea, lost in the abyss, floating amongst nothingness as the Pisces disappears back into the blizzard, leaving everything physical in a condition that's critical. Snowed in. Ah, wow, I thought we'd never get back. I can't believe what you did, Aquarius. Don't start that, Pisces. They wouldn't have allowed us to leave with it. We could have got stuck there. This machine has a time limit. Excuse me, I need to get a glass of water. Ah, look at it. Whoa, what the... I can't feel my leg. Hey, Pisces, come here quickly. Something's wrong, You can't feel your legs. Oh, no. What? What's going on? Why did you really want this crystal, Aquarius? For my project, I literally told you, it will benefit humanity. You think wiping out the world will save humanity? Ending world suffering by ending the world? What? Nah, it's not like that. I took a look in your notebooks. And at the machine you've completed that can rival NASA. And I scanned you that night I first told you about Zarbon. What? Seems you changed a lot from the first time I met you. All that alone time isn't good, you know, Aquarius. I know. When? How? Oh, I've got this split thingy-majiggy thing going on. You know, like your Gemini runts? But I can physically be in one place and mentally in another. I was mentally at Zarbon with you. What the fuck you on about, Pisces? You're talking gibberish now. What have you done? Why can't I move? Panicking won't change anything, Aquarius. Soon you won't be able to move anything at all. What's that Bob Marley song? He's an Aquarius too, right? What? Baby, don't worry. Come sing along with me. About a thing. You're a fucking monster. Whatever the fuck you did, reverse it. I'm not playing with you, Pisces. Seriously. Because I'm the monster. Do you want to know what I was really told when I got teleported there the first time? Well, someone has been working on a master plan to exterminate humanity and was one step away from executing it. All they needed was one more piece. That wasn't the first time you've been to Zarbon. You've been there 5 times before, haven't you? Tell me how the fuck you have been able to shift dimensions, Aquarius. That's not your place. That's my place. You fucking lost it, deluded. And what was you planning to do with me? You knew why they called me there. I saw the look in your face and smelt the shit in your pants from the moment I mentioned the name at the table. You thought going outside would hide the smell. You know what? I underestimated you, Pisces. I'll admit. You think you know everything, huh? Well, you know what? Humanity is doomed anyway, with me or without me. Einstein once said, the world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Don't you dare quote Einstein! Don't care, it's facts. You can't gatekeep a person, you weirdo. You just sang fucking Bob Marley. You needed me to get the 6th crystal because they finally blocked your access to their realm. But with me, you had a key. Didn't you, water bearer? Thought you had me right in your palm, didn't you? So why the fuck you let me come back with it? You allowed me to wreak havoc right in front of your eyes. That wasn't even Zarbon we went to. It was a simulation. This will sound crazy, but you are not actually here with me. You can see me and talk to me, but you are stuck in that simulation forever. Oh, be serious. Those lot literally wanted your head and your ankles for some reason. Don't know why you didn't just mind your business. I don't even mess with those other space dwellers like that. I just explore. What the fuck are you on about? I am here. I'm right here looking at you. You're not. Watch this. Look down. You see how my hand goes right through you? Your mind is in a tiny, tiny microchip far, far away. I can switch on your movements individually. I can give you access to your right middle finger and your left forearm one day and give you complete control of your body the next. Depends how I feel. The fuck have you done to me? And they call me crazy. Oh, we're going to study that brain of yours, Aquarius. How you got to the 5th dimension while still being a human beats me. I don't get nothing you are saying. Let me the fuck out, Pisces. This isn't going to end good for you. Have you put some VR glasses on my head or something? Take it off. Oh, you understand me alright. The winter always ends, Aquarius. Haven't you noticed? Winter this and winter that. This isn't Game of Thrones, Melisandre. What are you going to tell me next? That you're 3,000 years old? Funny how you're the water bearer, but cannot handle the water you are bearing. Take a look around. You're in the universal ocean. The thing you've been studying and exploring and interfering with, but it's not your home. You got your hands on it, but you don't own it. It belongs to me. I am it. Who are you to pour anything into anywhere? The fuck, Pisces? Seriously, you fucking need help. You're a weirdo. No, you're a weirdo. No, you're a weirdo. No, you are. And I'm going to switch you off for now. I may speak to you again, I don't know, tomorrow or in a year or 5 or 20 years. I'll see. There's plenty more of you causing havoc around the universe that needs to be stopped. Oh, what? You're the savior for the universe, fighting Thanos with the Avengers. Give me a break. All that Marvel DC shit's got to your head. Oh, look up in the sky, guys. There's the bat symbol. How pathetic. I know you got a Disney Plus subscription. Nope, I'm just a messenger and a karma executioner. I can't help if I'm contacted. It's my job. At least when I escape, I'm recharging to be of use to the world. May play some games, make music, watch a film, might flick it a few times if I had a good week, wind down. While you're going around bullying alien Oompa Loompas in your alone time. How brave of you. You aren't actually funny, Cancer's a lot more funnier than you. I hope you know that. At least I won't have to fake laugh at your jokes anymore. You will regret this, I promise you, Pisces. Nobody cares about you. Those things on Zarbon ain't your friend. I don't need friends, I ain't you. Capricorn's gonna force you into work. Did she tell you that? Nobody cares about anybody in this world but their self. This place is doomed. And soon you will realize you're just like me. And as much as I hate to admit it, you're even worse. I think you're even worse than Capricorn. You just don't know it yet. Or maybe you do. I don't fucking care anyway. Good luck saving this planet. Now switch me off. It's funny. When you brought me here today, I thought you discovered that the 5 crystals you had originally stole was replaced. You was a bit too eager for my arrival. I've been travelling back and forth from there ever since. Listen, you made your point. I'm tired of all your gloating, thinking this is one big movie and you've captured the villain. And I would have got away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids. Scooby-Doo, bitch-ass, shaggy weed smoking, scrappy-doo, let me at him, dumbass. No, switch me to fuck off. And fuck off for good, you Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, bitch flipper, bird's eye fish, think of eating omega-3 loving cunt. Talking about what Capricorn smelled like down there that night. Beautiful mermaid, my ass, you stink. You're supposed to wash when you come out of the sea, you clownfish. No, Sagittarius was right. We should have ate your sushi, sashimi, salmon, spicy tuna, fake nigiri, soy sauce, weird ass, bitch ass years ago. Oh, I'm the grandparent of the zodiac. I'm the master of emotions. You want a fucking medal for knowing how to not cry? You boring old fart. None of this probably isn't even real. I've just ended up in one of your sick dreams. Wake up, Trout. If I ever find a way out of this, I am going to stare you in your eyes as I got you. Now fuck off. There it is. Finally got it out of you. What? Do you know what? I actually felt that. And I haven't even got my feelings switched on. You are actually a cold motherfucker, ain't you, Aquarius? You're more dangerous than I estimated. I'll be honest. Unfortunately for you, this isn't a dream. So bye for now, Aquarius. I need to go pay Cappy a visit. Cause I ain't working for anybody. I don't know who she thinks she is. And Sag already ate me. Bet you didn't know that one. And I didn't hear him complaining. We have the start of winter and we have the end of winter. Winter must always come to an end for the new cycle to begin in spring. winter must always come to an end. And when that walking, heartless, breathless body stops its path of destruction after being awoken, it falls to the ground to sleep forever as the soul leaves it. You ever seen how beautiful the streets look at night after it's snowed? Whether that's from a snowstorm or blizzard, but the snow's settled, where it's still, peaceful, calm, dead of the night. It's night, but the snow makes the streets look as bright as the day, with no lights, with no electricity flowing. It's aesthetically pleasing. People get up from under their sheets and look outside to see if it's over. Is the blizzard finally over? Is the plague of death finally over? Has that walking thing finally stopped moving? Not realizing it's never been about that thing that's moving, the body. It's always been about what's driving it, the spirit. And that spirit is now inside a stallion that is galloping back to the ocean where it becomes more powerful than ever before. So as everyone comes back out in relief, the ground starts to rumble. Car alarms start to go off. Dogs start barking. Animals that were in hibernation has woke up in a panic. Lights start flickering again. But not only that, the sky starts flickering too. Lightning striking. Thunderstorm. Those near the shore can see a wave frozen mid-air that is so wide and high that it looks like it's touching the sky, or even gone beyond the sky. They can't see where the top of it is. As they marvel at it and get a better look, whilst they look away each time lightning strikes, with the loud bangs of the thunder deafening them, they realise it's leaking. Same time, the blizzard's starting again. Same time, the ground is still rumbling. The bottom of the sea has been struck by the trident. This is an earthquake. Suddenly, they realise it's not over. If this wave drops, continents are going to be under it, and there is nothing anyone can do about it. The ground shaking is making this ginormous wave slightly wobble. Those near the mountains are in disbelief as they are seeing what is causing the ground to really shake. The earthquake is causing not one mountain, but the snow on every snowy mountain worldwide to slide down. Avalanche from one side of the earth, a flood coming from the other side, while the sky constantly flickers as the world stares down the eye of the storm. There will be nowhere to go for those that are left as nothing survives when the cold from the Pisces arrives. This is Poseidon in the flesh, Neptune. Nobody is weathering this storm. When the 12th house door opens, secrets are born. And when everything calms down and the earth is frozen over, where it's so cold that the flood has frozen too, where everything is still, no noise, no movement, that trident is hitting the ground one more time, where the whole earth shakes and every single thing that has been frozen breaks. Maybe Aquarius was right. Maybe they had the right plan after all. But they ain't the ones to execute it. I am. And everything and everyone is going under. Cause I don't know who Capricorn thinks she is. I ain't working for nobody about 1850 an hour. I don't care what Saturn said. And Sagittarius having the nerve to call me weird after I let him taste this. Let's see how they and the rest cope with how I leave Earth before I venture out of it. They should have talked to me nice. They should have talked to me nice. Charles V once said, I came, I saw, God conquered. Nothing stays hidden forever. So when a Pisces does show what it's been harbouring, you need to hope it's not directed your way. But even if it's not, you can still catch a stray. The whole world can. But winter must come to an end. And when Aries arrives, starting the cycle again, trailblazing around the globe, tripping over skeletons in ice, where the sun's having fun again, melting the remaining snow, Aries will stand for a moment and look around at the aftermath of the Pisces coldness and be like, what the hell happened here? There's no life. So much destruction. So much damage. So much space for me. Ha ha ha. Free world. This place is mine. Oh, what's that over there? Pisces is all signs. Pisces accepts all signs that comes before it. But at the same time, mind yourself, because you won't have a come to Jesus moment with Pisces. You may, if you're lucky, but if it's war, you will have a come to Judas moment, where you're snaked for 30 pieces of Crystolium O2H from the planet Zarbon the moment you think the Pisces coldness is popsicles and Ben & Jerry's. Time froze, but we're comfy in the frost. Life's lovely at a cost, cause we know what it feels like to freeze. It shouldn't be silly, what we bring isn't chilly. It's enough to coat the world, so be mindful. Sagittarius is on the front line, on horseback, leading an entire army, marching forward with faith. The spiritual warrior. Capricorn is in the office, buying soldiers, weapons, every necessary resource for the long run of the war, not for a single battle. The 5-star general. Aquarius is watching from afar, with one hand on a nuclear bomb and the other in the spiritual world. The secret weapon. Pisces is connected with everything that is going on, with full access to the spiritual world and the power to end it all. The winter doesn't end in Pisces. Pisces ends the winter. Now shut your ass up, put your seatbelts back on, and make sure that aisle is clear. We'll be arriving at our destination shortly.